People in hundreds of cities across the world are taking part in mass rallies planned by the global protest group Anonymous. The day of action is called the Million Mask March. It's uniting those protesting against the violation of online privacy as well as corporate greed and corrupt governments. Protesters wearing those Guy Fawkes masks are demonstrating their allegiance with the Anonymous hacktivist group, infamous for its online anti-government actions. One of the biggest rallies is underway in Washington, D.C. RT's Gana Chichikan joined the protesters there.
Here in Washington, you have different protest groups marching under the umbrella of the Anonymous. They protest different things. They protest what they see as a police state. They protest against the persecution of whistleblowers. They protest against Monsanto, the world's biggest producer of genetically modified seeds. So generally speaking, they see themselves as a movement against the government and corporations taking advantage of the people. So we're standing next to the White House. What do you want President Obama to hear?
We want President Obama to hear that 5 years after the financial crisis, the banks being bailed out, we're still suffering, people are still struggling, they're drowning in debt. We live in a country that's fundamentally unfair. We no longer have the rule of law. From the NSA to Edward Snowden to Chelsea Manning, all over the world, people are speaking out, whistleblowers are speaking out, regular people are speaking out and saying enough is enough. We want justice, we want it now.
Spying on foreign leaders, allies, our own people, our own communications needs to stop, and it needs to stop now. And if someone doesn't say nothing about it, then it's not going to stop. So we're here to say something about it.
The organizers of the rally here in Washington have sent out a clear message of nonviolence to those willing to participate in this rally, and it has been very peaceful. Although, as you know, the hacker activists or the hacktivists with the Anonymous have shown in the past that they were willing to break the law to get their message across by bringing down government websites, for example. And people ask if a decentralized, masked movement like this can achieve anything other than just making noise. Well, last year they were instrumental in informing people about the SOPA, the legislation that would potentially pave the way to internet censorship. The SOPA sank, and then there was the CISPA legislation that would provide legal protection to internet giants that funnel private information of their users to government agencies. As you know, the Senate eventually did not vote on that legislation. And now, in light of Edward Snowden's revelations, they demand a drastic overhaul of the NSA.